as should be no shock to anybody, we've gone live and Connor still isn't here. But really, what else do you expect from the guy who is always late to everything? There he is. He finally decided to sit down, be a part of the team.
I am the team.
Yeah, right.
There's only a me in team.
Got to start sharing some links here. Make sure people know where we're at. And get hella hyped. Have you seen the lineup?
Yes, and I'll admit it was not as bad as I originally thought it was going to be.
Yeah, they still have at least a decent player on each line.
Yeah, but like NYC has to be the clear favorites to win right now.
I don't know, man.
No, they do. They do.
I don't know.
It's because Philly, like, okay, say this game goes into extra time. Philly's got not a lot of depth at all off the bench.
It's play your kids.
Academy kids.
This is the play your kids game, man.
This is like the end of a TV series where it's like the player kids movement is going against the South American buying movement.
That's really funny.
We'll see who comes out on top.
Conference final. Queen #Goop and #NYCFC. Hang out with us. Live thoughts during the game. All right, so you think they're going to be clear favorite, like clear, no question at all. Give me.
Well, it's MLS playoffs. I'm not going to say nothing is clear.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm just saying NYC are the favorites.
Okay, how much what are we doing? Score? Give me a score prediction here. That's what I'm thinking.
I'll say 2-1 NYC.
2-1, okay. I feel like this game is screaming like 1-1 into penalties type of thing.
No, Andre Blake in penalties really sucks.
Yep.
Maybe you could sneak him in. Nobody will know.
This is going to be a good one for sure.
Well, I wouldn't say for sure.
So here's the other thing, right? No Tati. We knew that. But Hebert starts in his place, who has not played a full 90 minutes since at least last year, coming off of that ACL injury. So they're relying on somebody who is just as inexperienced, for lack of a better term, than a lot of the players this season, right? Inexperienced isn't the right word. Let me rephrase that. Who has not played as much as most of the people who are on the field right now.
Yeah, he's not as match sharp.
He's got a total of 95 minutes this season.
Well, no time like the present.
When was the last time he played? He had 11 starts in 2021 after 18 starts in 2019. Aurelian Collin is starting an Eastern Conference final. You will also get your play-by-play Jet updates because the Jets are on.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Here's
your play-by-play update. They're gonna lose.
The referees don't want us to win.
Yeah, the referees. It's definitely the referees.
And the Jets are punting on a 3-and-out, so that's really good.
Wow. Where are they playing?
They're in Philly.
I don't know. I didn't expect. Maybe it's just this angle. I just never seen Philly Stadium. It looks kind of small right now.
It is. It's not massive. The supporter section's pretty small.
I like the nice bridge shot in the background.
Yeah, it's a nice like view. It was one of the earlier soccer specific stadiums, but it's not a bad stadium. It is kind of tiny, but it's not bad.
Yeah, I mean the stands that they're showing right now looks like our high school stands.
That's standing room only supporter section.
Glad they let the supporters have the comfortable section.
Oh, most supporter sections are standing room only now.
I get the standing part, but these Aurelian Collin highlights. What a pen.
You're that far behind?
Yes.
Jesus.
Let me see if I refresh, if I can speed up. You know I'm going to be behind. We never stream when I'm home and actually have ESPN available.
I'm watching on ABC.
I'm still going to be behind, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. I'll try. I don't even know if ABC has like a...
Ezri Konsa scored a brace for Villa today. Do I have him in my fantasy team? I don't remember. Not like it matters, but... James Sands was about 60%, they said. Hey, quiet down over there. I'm trying to have a conversation.
No, nobody wants to hear you. James Sands was 60%.
That's what they're saying, yeah. Heber's got... Yeah, Heber is coming off of literally nothing. Oh, it's so... They just showed his little backheel goal against Red Bull. You'll see it in a minute. He was so good before he got hurt, man. Yeah, it'll be definitely interesting to see how Heber gets into this team and what type of style they play, because Tati Castellanos was just kind of like this workhorse guy. And I don't know if Heber can handle that workload, you know?
Yeah, I think we'll have to just kind of see if he's got the stamina for it right now.
Mm-hmm. 10 minutes to kick off.
This ABC one's even way farther behind the ESPN Plus one.
Oh my gosh, the Jets just defended a pass. No way.
Stadium coming off a real good performance at home.
Keep unmuting it. All right, this ABC one is even farther behind, so I'm going to stick with ESPN Plus. It was still showing the NYC lineup.
No way, that's funny.
Imagine Tati wasn't an idiot and didn't get himself sent off. Like,
oh my God,
you have to say NYC would clean Philly here.
He'd have a hat trick today, no problem. Clemson came back and beat Oregon State in penalties. Ooh.
There's no pressure on Philly today.
That's exactly what if I'm the oh no, they did not call pass interference on that. No way.
If you're Jim Curtin, that's what you tell him.
Oh, 100%. 100%. If I'm Jim Curtin, I'm telling him, boys, you are a bunch of teenagers. Go out and have fun.
Casper Shabilko looking at him. Aurelian Collin, like, yes, us teenagers. Stop watching the Jets. No one cares about the Jets.
I'm watching the Jets because if we get a stop, we're still in this. We've missed 2 extra points back to back with a kicker that we signed last week. That's got to be intentional grounding. Who are the people you're watching? Who are the people you're watching?
Philly, I'd say I'm watching Jameer Montero. He's going to have to be the focal point of this team. I'm watching Aurelian Collin to be like a leader in the back line. And I'm watching Shabilko. And I think for him, it's more so going to have to be what service does he get. But I want to see if he can kind of play a bit deeper and kind of connect a little bit more with the plays as opposed to just sitting up top and waiting for chances to come to him. I kind of hope he gets more involved in the play, in the buildup.
Mm-hmm.
And then from NYC, obviously a Bear. I'm going to be watching Maxey. He's like the Jameer Montero equivalent. He's going to be the focal point. And then I would say I'm watching Tavon Gray. I'm curious to see how Tavon Gray performs today. I want to see if he can, if he's going to be a weak point in the back line or if he's going to hold his own.
Yep. That is my. I don't know if I want to say that's exactly what I'm going to do because I'm watching less players. Mine are very simple. Can Aurelian Collin keep up with the pace of the game? Can Matt Freese fill the Andre Blake role? On the other side of the ball, is a Bear up to pace? Can Tavon Gray continue his decent performance from last game? When we saw him play, I can't remember which game I watched him when he first played. He was awful. Very, very bad. But he played pretty well last game. So is he going to fluctuate or is he going to keep at that level?
Well, the good thing for him is I don't think there's any wingers on Philly. So there's probably nobody that's directly a threat to him. Obviously, some plays will end up on that side of the field at some point, but I don't think there's like one person that he has to like worry about. Where like New England, it was probably who would it have been for New England? Who plays on the left? I know it was like Emma Boateng at one point, but
you had Buchanan was switching sides to that point, but it was Trustison.
Okay. I'm ready for this game to kick off already.
Yeah, really. It's like you get all hyped, like you read it up, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna
just wait there for another 15 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna. It's like, oh yeah, kickoff is 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. No, it's not. You.
So Portland is hosting MLS Cup.
Yes.
I guess it just depends on overall points, even though Philly is a 2 seed.
It's Supporters Shield standings. Yep.
Man, the East was bad this year. Then
they were really bad. That's what I was trying to figure out too. Is like what in the heck, right? But I looked it up. It was New England. Then the next 4 were the 4
West.
in the West, and then it was Philly.
Yeah, it's a pretty good run of East teams after that, though. I think it's 2 through 6 is right after that.
Oh yeah, no, like the East was more competitive in terms of maybe not competitive. The West was more competitive, but the East was closer together outside of your
top couple teams.
Yeah, like outside of your bottom. That's what I was trying to say. Like outside of your bottom ones, because you got to remember down on decision day there were like 12 teams still playing for a spot. Like there were 3 teams below the line plus the 7 or 8 above it, right?
Yeah.
And then you had the West, which was kind of the same thing, but everybody in the top had already confirmed like their spot. There were like, I think it was 3 through 10 were all playing for a spot at that point. Like they could have gotten knocked out in the East, and in the West it was just 6 and 7.
That's not true. I think West was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
No,
we're still in it.
I meant you're only playing for that spot.
Well, 1 through 3 we're playing for 1 through 3.
Sure, but they had already been confirmed. But the East hadn't been confirmed until deadline day or decision day.
I feel like this conversation has to be had. Do you think it's almost not worth it to have the bye in the first round?
Oh, definitely not. No, definitely not. It was worth it when there was a
Home and away.
A home and away, but it was also worth it when there was a FIFA international break, because then everybody had the break. But now there's no point because they're putting so many games together. If they're gonna do it, it's got to be something where it's like you get a bye, because it wasn't that bad for Colorado. Colorado had the bye and they played the next week. They basically snaked it around where they went down the East, across to the West, up the West, across, down, back, and up and over. So they literally didn't play for a long, long time. They have to change the way it should be. If you get a bye, you play the next week, no matter what. Like that's just the way it is.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they should get like one of the earlier second round games.
The other center back next to Colin last played on September 23rd. Jesus, this is so bad. The Bear is leading the line 95 minutes in 7 games.
I think Philly's got a short bench too. I don't think they have enough games.
They got 11 guys who weren't playing.
Yeah, I think they got 2 guys shorter than NYC.
Ted Uncle in the middle. What are we saying? Ted gonna have a good day?
I don't know. We'll see how many times we're talking about Ted today.
Don't make it about yourself, Ted. Come on.
I think the most senior guy on Philly's bench is Anthony Fontana.
Yeah, I know, 21 years.
It's crazy. He's got the most experience coming off the bench.
And we are underway. Philadelphia kicks us off, plays it out to Mbaizo, who gives it to McGlynn, and they are just under so much pressure. God, you could tell these guys have not played together. Oh, this is going to be awful.
Oh, yeah. NYC should press like crazy.
That's absolutely what they should do. Absolutely.
So, man. Still haven't even started. I'm going to be way behind.
I'm at 30
It's only like 10 seconds.
I'm at 30 seconds right now.
You're at 30 seconds right now?
33, 34, 35.
Still doesn't
I don't know
off here.
I don't know what camera ABC is using, but every player has like this white halo around their silhouette. It looks awful.
Dude, I'm going to be like a minute behind you. They still haven't kicked off.
I'm at 52, 53.
All right, they just kicked. I think I'm like 55 seconds behind you.
Yeah. Montero plays out to McGlynn, leaves it for Mbaizo. Early pressure from the Union.
I wonder if maybe it's faster on my phone.
McGlynn serves it up for Casper, doesn't challenge.
No, my phone's even farther behind.
Jesus.
I don't know.
It's a rip from Jose Martinez right into Rosie. Literally the top of that supporters section.
And if I'm NYC, I'm like double man marking Jameer Montero, and then I can't see Philly doing anything the rest of the game.
No, if he can't distribute the ball, it's over. But they can't bail out of the back. That's great play right there. There's a foul that they're going to let play on. and Jose Martinez is down in pain.
Oh, that's not good.
It looks like he's up now, but he beats Santi Rodriguez to the ball, and Rodriguez just scrapes his ankle a little bit. He'll be okay. I've seen worse. I think he was trying to get him on an early yellow, see if he can get somebody kicked out. But it's a free kick here.
Playing field.
It's a free kick here for Philly, just about 35, 40 yards out. See if they can get their big boys on the ball. It is Jack McGlynn standing over it, all 18 years old of him.
Well, they're missing most of their big boys right now. No Glesnes and Jack Elliott.
Man, imagine that.
Yeah, wouldn't you have?
Ariel is fouled by Maxi Morales. They're going to get a free kick on the other side, same distance away. Taylor Twellman just said they have to weather the storm. Dude, you're playing against a bunch of teenagers. What storm are you weathering?
The crowd. I guess the crowd's probably... I mean, to be honest with you, most of this team probably isn't teenagers. What is it? It's Jack McGlynn is one.
It's Jack. It's Harriel. It's
Is Freeze still? No, Freeze is 23.
Yeah.
He's an old man now. I guess it's Flock.
Kara steps up and takes it over the line. Ooh. Bounces back out. Offside flag goes up. You were saying?
Yeah, really. I mean, you have a couple of younger guys, but I think in terms of teens, it's probably just McGlynn and Harriel. No, he's even 20 also. I mean, they're still really young, but this team is not as inexperienced as I thought it would be. Like Flock's played all season. McGlynn's been getting game time. Philly still easily have a fighting chance in this.
Sure, and you got Flock too.
Mm-hmm.
One of their younger guys. NYC fouling a lot early here.
Yeah, probably being a little bit too overly aggressive.
Yeah. I wonder how long it'll take before the referee puts them on some sort of warning here. Because you don't want this getting out of hand.
I don't know. We'll see if they actually get a warning or not.
Yeah. Ref calling a high kick there. The shape is interesting. It's not something that is showing very well in this first 5 minutes from either team. They're just kind of running all over the place. They're not really keeping possession in any sense. NYC's trying their best, but it's turned over. Really doing a good job pressing in the middle half of the field. Hey, quiet down. Philly doing a really good job pressing in the middle half of the field. It's if they can turn the transition. Montero takes a tumble. No call. Yep. Handball. No. I think Jim Curtin has put out this team and said, run your legs off. Just be annoying the whole time. Take the Red Bull approach. Just do what we can.
Oh, I mean, you might as well go as hard as you can. You only got 2 games left this season, so
pretty much
you're close to getting a rest
before the next one, right?
Yeah, you're close to being able to get a rest. You might as well, put your energy into it now.
They're using that Christmas tree formation.
Yeah, well, they don't really have many wingers. right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I feel like
it's
they don't normally
very
play
flowing.
defenders.
Oh, and Bizo gets in behind. Kyans wins the ball on the edge of the box, says Ted Uncle. Lunges in. And Bizo's on the ground trying to draw something, but that's definitely going to be looked at. He looked like he might have been late. Tavon Gray fouls Harriel. And he's holding the play for a VAR review.
I'll see it in like a minute. I'm the VAR review.
Oh, Martinez and Medina and Hebert getting into it already. 8
Nice.
minutes
I
in,
like that.
Still sent off. We love to see it.
All right, here we go. Finally, I get to see it. Oh, that's hard to see from that angle.
Santi Rodriguez trying to shake Martinez's hand. He says, get out of here. Here's the play. And Bizo cuts in. He's right on the edge of the box. It's close, but I'd say it's too close to change.
Yeah, probably get no call.
Yeah, and they didn't. They play on. But yeah, they are just using that formation, pressing them wide, making them go long. Aurelian Collin tries to take a touch. Hebert takes it off his feet. Shift. I remember training this formation back in college. It's a lot of side to side. Not a lot of fun. But it really, if you do it well, it puts, especially when you have center backs like Finley and Collin, who are pretty decent in the air, it gives you really good defensive shape and then forces them to play these long diagonals that they can clean up. I don't know on my whiteboard. I'd show you, but
I love things getting heated in the 8th minute.
I know, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't give that a pass. That might have been outside of the box anyway.
No, it definitely was outside of the box, but
yeah, no, I think that's they were pretty 50-50 on that ball.
Freeze with his first touch on a low service, and he comes and just scoops right up. That's really nice. As a goalkeeper, that's a really nice first touch to get early on in the game.
If I feel like I remember him not being that great this season.
I mean, he's a homegrown player, so it's not like he's like designated player level, right?
No,
I think he's right.
I mean, it's hard to come in after Andre Blake and live up to any of that expectation, but
yeah, you're shifting.
Check our favorite site to see how he was rated this year.
Jose Martinez with a great step, and they turn it over. Montero goes forward and draws a foul against James Sands. Very nicely done.
Freese has got.
That's where you see that shape come into play, right? You had a line of 4, a line of 3. You get past this line of 2, and you're trying to find a split between 3 midfielders that 4 defenders won't pick off. And they just cut the passing lane, pick it off, and counter quickly with the 3 in front of them. Very, very nicely done by Philly there.
Freese has had a pretty rough year in terms of rating. Are you a little surprised to not see some Joe Nose in this game?
No, not at all.
Actually, Joe's not even on the bench. Maybe he's out.
Ooh, it's a really nice shot from McGlynn. A little bit far out to beat Johnson, but it's a good way to test the keeper if he wasn't looking for it. Yeah. City haven't figured out how to break this shape down yet. They don't quite realize where the space is in this little Christmas tree formation. And the way you're going to break it down is with long diagonals. Oh, look, Don Garber is trying to explain to somebody soccer tactics. I love that.
He's explaining why he has to make sure NYC wins this game.
You can see he's pointing like this. He goes, "Look, right there. That guy plays second base. That guy over there, center field."
That guy right there, he's gonna make me $20 million. That one's gonna be 15. That's what the oil money told me.
NYC going to try and build out of the back here. Yep, that's how you break it. Really nicely by Tavon Gray there.
Oh, yeah, there's Donnie. You see all these Philly guys? They don't give me anything.
They all young guys. They don't make money until later. Oh, Aurelian Collin nearly losses. Yeah. But really nice by Tavon Gray there just a minute ago where he steps into the second line and then cuts it across. Because what's happening is they're taking that Christmas tree, right, the little triangle, and they're shifting it to one side to try and force them in and go down the line where they can trap them. But what he's doing is he breaks a line, then cuts inside so he can switch the field. Really nice. Really nice. There it is. Yep, got to play between the lines. Philly plays the ball out as McGlynn goes down after a strong challenge. I think he'll be okay.
I mean, you hope so. They don't really have much in terms of other options.
Yeah, he's limping around on that left foot of his. Yeah, that's really not good, actually. That's a bad challenge. Amundsen comes in, gets his foot stuck in the ground, and goes knee to knee with him. Kind of hyperextends a little bit. That looked like it hurt. Philly restarts the play. Keep going. Slide. 15 minutes in, it looks like Philly's doing exactly what they want to do. Force the long ball, force it down the line, deal with it when you have to, and press high when we can. NYC haven't quite figured it out just yet, but we'll see.
Yeah, this game is starting out like it's going to be another one of those streams.
Another one of those things that we always end up getting when we stream.
Unless it's the men's national team, I think we got to stop streaming MLS. But I'll have some patience here. It's only 15 minutes in.
Yeah. Well, what you see, Maxi is coming so deep to try and break the line of three and the line of two, but they're doing a really good job of forcing him to go backwards instead of letting him turn and find space in behind.
I think it's going to be almost impossible for Maxi to be able to create here. They got to go through the wings, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I just don't know if they're creative enough to make anything happen. I think Philly's formation is like a perfect counter to NYC's. Just in NYC's case. Like I think other teams could obviously break it down, but I think this Christmas tree formation it's good to like kind of shut down their key playmaker.
To be in the number when the Saints go marching in. See, but they're also clueless going forward.
I think I kind of see what you're talking about. There's just almost like ghostly aura around all of the players.
Right? It's gone now. Now that
No, I still see it.
well, I'm 17. I'm 17 and it looks like it's gone now.
I'm 16 and
Maybe it was the sun. Maybe I don't know what it was, but man, it looked funky, didn't it?
well, I still see it. So it looks like there's just like a ghost running in sync with the player.
Yes, it looked really funny.
Gotta love only the highest of quality for MLS.
Sure. I mean, listen, it's not like it's the final game, you know?
It's only the semifinal game.
Yeah, they don't need to worry.
I don't see the Western Conference Finals and the NBA with these ghostly figures.
Nobody cares about the NBA.
I can see like every pixel right now of this.
Shabilko's coming 15 yards into their half of the field to try and receive the ball.
Yeah, well, he has to.
Yeah, they're not going to generate anything going forward.
No, they have one playmaker.
Zach Wilson just threw another pick. Rock on.
Nice.
And it wasn't even close. He tried to find this. Oh, man, he overthrew him by 20 yards.
That's good. Maybe you can stop talking about the Jets then.
Ay. Yeah. See, the Christmas tree is really good to win, counter, and push, but to build out of the back, it's not brilliant. Yep. I think Jim Curtin understands the struggle he's up against and is going to get to penalties. I think that's his goal.
That's a bold move.
Yeah.
Has Matt Freese even faced a penalty in his MLS career?
I doubt it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm turning the Jets off. I can't do this.
There's Sean Johnson, who's absolutely faced a ton over his career and just won a penalty shootout. Granted, he only made one save, but I mean, that's no Andre Blake.
No.
Stopped Nashville from putting any by.
Gazdag fouls. Was it Sands on the ball? Yeah, they're trying to build out. Oh, no. Montero goes to win the ball. Oh, that's a tough one. He's in his back, but Philly is trying to win that ball on the press. They've got clear pressing cues. They know exactly where they're going. They're coached very well. It's just a matter of if the system holds up. Yeah, you got your clear banks. Bang, bang.
Oh, it's been another really slow starting game for us.
Yeah, it really has. There's not much.
I don't think there's been a shot on target.
There has
or a
not.
shot, period.
No, there has. The free kick from 40 yards out. It counts.
Yeah, you're right. That's it. That's all we get. You know what? I bet it was Jason betting on Philadelphia corners again.
Yeah. And Leon Flock is down now after going head-to-head with one of his other teammates.
Philly are really risking it all here.
Philly are just saying, let's send it. The ball is exactly where Philly wants it to be. The ball is consistently not in the middle, which is where NYC's danger players are, right? Max Morales isn't creating stuff from the middle to foul on a bear as we come out, but Maxey has not been a focus of this game because he's constantly surrounded by 5 players anytime he picks up the ball.
Yeah.
So the system is working 22 minutes into the game, 23 minutes into the game.
Well, it's just forcing Rodriguez and Medina to be your playmakers now, that's a good move because I don't think that they're playmakers like Maxey.
No, the way that this team is going to win is, and this team being NYC, is a mistake from the back or something that is created 1v1 through Rodriguez Medina. Somebody's going to have to beat their man and get something done. But the issue is they're going to be, like I said, if you're going to have numbers disadvantages every time you go, oh, Harriel goes forward. No foul. It's a turnover. Can we counter? They're going to go out the other way. But yeah, no, the shape is great. The numbers are there. And now I got to do something special.
I think NYC, to break them down, should try to like overload Philly on the wings. So both the wingers and the fullbacks going forward, which I feel like would then force Philly to spread themselves wider, which then opens up space in the middle for Maxey and Bear.
Yep. The cool part about this system, right, is that no matter what happens, you're always going to have numbers advantage, right? As in terms of defensively, Philly's shape, right? So if Rodriguez is 1v1 with Harriel on the wing or Mbaizo, whoever's on that side, you're always going to have McGlynn covering behind because the shape allows him to be that close.
Mm-hmm.
You bring Morales in there, you can drop Gazdag in and always have numbers to help out. Like right now I'm looking at it, it's 4v3. They have to play a ball down the line, and Mbaizo shields out Rodriguez till he draws a foul. Right. The way that you beat this system, you overload and then you switch, right? So you overload one side, you draw them all in. Morales, Amundsen, Chanot, somebody's hitting a long diagonal into the other winger. That winger is now 1v1, right? That's how you have to do it. You can't go up the same channel every time. You have to be able to switch the point of attack. Right, Grace May? Oh, you're doing a big stretch. Yes, you are.
Man, Maxey's all over the place to try to get the ball right now.
Yep, because
he's really
not finding it in the middle.
Yeah.
Sandwiched. That's what we call a good old sandwich on McGlynn there. Santi backs up into him. Amundsen runs in front of him. How do you do? Free kick for Philly right on the edge of the halfway line. Hey, Taylor Twelman made a decent point there. He's right. They've also made it much more physical than any of these players in that front three like, right? You're never going to see Max Morales go and try and win a physical battle.
Definitely not.
Yeah, so that's also true. They've upped their physicality a little bit.
Oh. Yeah, that was a sandwich, all right.
Yeah. The one thing that's very interesting to me is how fluid that front three is for Philly. So if Żabilko is going to drop in to try and get the ball, you're constantly seeing the weak side attacking midfielder, whether it be Montero or Gazdag, fill that space that he's left. And Montero and Żabilko is just chilling over there. He's just hanging out and saying, okay, no problem. I will go ahead and play in this like center mid role and hold the ball up. Very, very interesting. But here you go. You got numbers again. You got 4v3. You got to do something special. 4v1. Yeah. Again, this shape is very good for a team that doesn't want to concede goals.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm really enjoying this from a soccer nerd point of view.
Well, from someone who wants to see a goal from one of our streams, I'm not enjoying it. Because this formation doesn't really bring much at all in terms of an attack.
It doesn't. But it's cool to think about, right? Because you're looking at a team that is up against the wall, right? With the COVID stuff that they've got and all those issues. You're up against a wall here, and you have to do whatever it takes to get to the final.
They're still good enough though that they can get a win in this game. I don't.
To be fair, this is their normal shape anyway. It's not like they changed this just for it, but I think they've changed their mindset of how they want to play it.
I don't think it's smart for them to play for penalties, but that's just my opinion.
Both teams have won in penalties in this playoff.
Yeah, but one team doesn't have their goalkeeper that won it for them.
Sure, they've got Matt Freeze.
Yeah. I'll take Sean Johnson. Please and thank you.
I'll take the kids.
Go for it.
It also doesn't help that the leading scorer of the league is not playing either.
True. But it's not like the backup. Like the backup was at one time one of the better scorers in the league. It's just he's been out for a while.
Sure.
Are you going to be upset if Aurelian Collin sends Philly to the MLS Cup Finals?
No, not at all.
Are you going to be upset because he didn't do it with Red Bull?
No.
I feel like you are.
I don't.
You've given up. You've lost all hope.
I've always lost hope until next year.
There was never hope to begin with. Oh, Kasper Shabilko dribbling through the middle of the field is something I love to see.
Ooh, Montero wins the ball over in the attacking third. Amundsen 1v1 turns him. Looking to get a service, lays it back. McGlynn gives it back to him. And Bizo in behind, serves the ball, out for a corner. Hey, what are you doing? Why are you licking my blanket? There's so much news going on behind the scenes of MLS right now, according to MLS transfers.
That's good. I like that.
It sounds like it's going to be a halftime conversation. So make sure everybody's sticking around.
We have to talk about Orlando today at halftime.
We do.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll have to. We'll keep our eye out on what tweets come out during halftime. Maybe if Don just upped the salary cap a little bit, we'd see some more stuff happening.
No, you wouldn't.
You're just mad because Red Bull Global will never.
Red Bull have unlimited money and buy nobody. It doesn't matter what the salary cap is. It's all about how much money they make. Tavon Gray is doing a really good job of figuring out how to break this.
Yeah, but he's not really getting much help.
Sure, but if he can figure it out, somebody else is going to pick up on it eventually, right?
We'll see about that. I think you got to attack these two center backs. I mean, Colin and Finley. Come on. Dude, that's your weak point right there.
Oh, it's a turnover by Johnson. That's not good. They're wide open in the middle. James Sands does such a good job to get back for it. Or is that not James Sands? It looks like that's Morales. Still so good. There were two wide open Philly players in the middle, and they just couldn't get it to him after the turnover.
Sean Johnson's like a slightly more consistent Bill Hamid, but he's so mistake prone sometimes.
Yes, I can see that. That is 100% a fact.
Which is, that's not the guy you want to be mistake prone. He's the last line of defense.
He's the first line of attack. It's all how you look at it.
Go SJT. He's got an assist this year.
Yeah, he does.
I want to see a goal. I need a goalkeeper goal. Oh yeah. Oh, they were both wide open. I mean, he had to control the ball first before he could play it in, but
yeah,
missed opportunity there.
Oh, Santiago Rodriguez looks like he was angry.
And Kynes is not afraid to just charge down the field with the ball.
No, man, he'll go for a walkabout if he needs to.
Well, I mean, why not? It's not like Philly's going to hit you hard on the counter. It's not like they're exactly flying with
Philly just got pulled way out of shape. Really good recovery, but their line of two is just hanging out up top. They're not working. Get back. $10 minutes left in the half. You think anybody gets one before the break?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
That's our luck.
Oh, giving away a free kick to NYC just about – it looks just about 25, maybe 30 yards out. That's not ideal for a team whose center backs have not played together all season. Big stretch. You okay? Hello, Puppy May. Hello. Say hello. Look over here. What's your tail? Maxi over the ball. Nope, it's Medina serves it in. Kynes is up for it, and it goes over the bar.
Yeah, it's because they're not allowed to score.
They
heard about the stream.
Not when we're streaming. No, no, no. So this is going to be a great example of the system over the players, right? In terms of what's going to make you successful.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is Exhibit A of it right here.
Yeah, yeah. NYC just threw it directly to Philly off of a throw, and they almost countered and scored. I love it.
I'd love it more if they did counter and score.
Oh, Jabril goes in, has a shot. It's saved by Johnson. That's the best chance of the half. It was a half chance. Let's go.
I think we have to not stream the final.
No, we are streaming. Well, I won't be here, so we're not streaming the final.
If we stream it, it's going to be 0-0.
Well, we're not. I'm not going to be here.
But then it's good. That means it's actually going to be an exciting final.
Jose Martinez is the king of taking ridiculous 35-yard rippers and thinking it's going to go in. Montero picks a ball up in the attacking third. Oh, it's taken off of him, and nobody can counter. NYC look like they just don't want to run. That's what it looks like right now.
I think Martinez, Jacob Glesnes is what Jose Martinez thinks he is.
That's completely accurate. Crazily enough, Philly have had the best of the play this half.
Yeah, but that's not saying much. Neither have really had anything like scintillating.
Sure, but again, in games like this, you for everybody who came in saying, "Oh, well, this should be NYC's game to lose," right? They haven't done much.
No, they haven't. But this is still NYC's game to lose. You can't have Philly out with 11 players and then not pick up the win.
Well, remember as well, right? There's no Tati. There's also no Keaton Parks, who's one of their better players.
Okay, but like Philly's missing 4 out of the 5 of their back line. They're missing, I think, well, they're missing like one of their better bench options in Santos. They're missing, oh man, who else was on that list? I mean, Philly's missing a ton of players. Like, it obviously missing Tati and Keaton sucks, but like Philly by far is the one that has was dealt the worst cards out of the two.
No, I don't disagree, but it's not like NYC aren't also hurting, you know? Oh God, Jose Martinez, what are you doing? Dude just tried a random backheel flick in the middle of the park and just gave it right to New York City. Didn't hurt him, but this New York City team looks like the Atlanta team that showed up in the first round. Like there's just no urgency to do anything.
Yeah, I see that. They just don't care.
Yeah. Maxi is being shown yellow for a late challenge.
Oh, okay.
He's not happy. He's crying a little bit. Just a little bit.
Surprise.
Oh, it's definitely late.
Oh yeah, dude. NYC just don't look like they care.
They don't. They're like, I could literally do anything else with my life right now, and it would be better than this.
Man, some of these players make Maxi look really tiny.
I know, right? Free kick. Montero stands over the ball off of the goalkeeper's right-hand side. 25 yards out, right on the sideline. He serves it in. Aurelian Collins on the end of it. Oh! Sean Johnson picks it up and looks to counter quickly. Tavon Gray is down and not feeling well.
It's not good for NYC. Let's see. Who's the backup for Tavon?
There really isn't.
Yeah.
You'd put
Tony Rocha.
Tony Rocha, starting striker, should have been the answer to no Tati Castellanos today.
Absolutely.
When Tony Rocha came in against New England, I about lost my mind. An absolute legend of the game. I genuinely like. I look at this bench and there's not a single person. I'm like, yep, that's the next guy up for Philly.
Or for
Philly.
who?
For Philly.
Really? Yeah, I mean,
Like,
maybe Paxton just to add some more creativity.
You're looking at, and then you have to think Fontana's going to get a shot. But you better hope his defenders cannot get hurt, because I don't think there's a defensive sub on that bench. Woo!
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Philly nearly get a chance off of Leon Flock turning the ball over. They're trying to play out of the back. Sean Johnson tries to play a really bad ball. Leon Flock slides into the center of the field, and it deflects off of him and goes up. Johnson catches it at the crossbar. This is not the type of team you want to try and build out of the back against. They're waiting for you to play one ball, and they're pressing.
So there's two defenders on Philly's bench. It is Brandon Craig, 17 years old, and Anthony Sorensen, 18 years old.
Both of which probably haven't seen the field all season.
Oh, for sure. They've definitely been with the USL team the entire season.
No grace. We'll go out in a minute.
No big deal. Just come in your first game. Conference finals.
You'll be all right.
No pressure. Just have to go against James Sands playing for the men's national team. I feel like this game is going to be decided on either an Aurelian Collin mistake or a Sean Johnson mistake.
I would not count that out.
I mean, Sean's already made two pretty bad mistakes.
Oh, yeah. And goalkeepers have not had a good time in the final. I mean, David Ochoa played awfully yesterday.
Oh, I saw the goal today where it went off the post and hit him in the back and went in.
Yeah.
It was like karma.
Oh, ref just gave a penalty or a foul against Amundsen. Looked like he won the ball. Maybe his studs were showing. Montero stayed down a little bit longer than he probably could have. 1 minute of extra time. Probably one more minute than anybody wants.
The curse strikes again.
McGlynn serves it. Tavon Gray away. Not well enough. Back over the box to Colin. Oh, he was offside. Yeah, he was. He was off just a minute. And that is halftime. It seems like we are not talking a lot. That's because there's not much to talk about.
There's literally nothing to talk about.
This is quite possibly one of the worst games we've had.
I don't even think a goalie has stretched yet, like to do anything.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't from Philly's perspective. I wasn't expecting the cleanest game, but this has been a disappointing from NYC.
Let's see what Jim Curtin has to say.
Yep, that is exactly what you expect out of him. He likes where they're at. He made NYC play like they weren't NYC, which is exactly true. He's got Fontana and Aronson on the bench if he needs a goal. They've done well. They've played to the game plan. Everything that they have looked to do, they have done.
Yeah, I mean that's not a terrible plan. I mean, from Philly's perspective, that's not a bad first half. It's just kind of get settled in a little bit, and then bring on some guys like Fontana or Aronson in the second half, and just like sneak a dirty goal and win.
Go ahead, girl. Go. Puppies are so much work. Gotta let them outside. Let them bark at things. So let's talk. Well, I'm waiting for news.
Well, we could talk Orlando in the meantime.
We can. Orlando making some big moves here for a winger.
Yeah,
from I'm trying to remember where did he come from?
He's from Uruguay, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
I don't know what club specifically.
Orlando City transfer. We're going back to Twitter.
Oh, he's tweeting some stuff.
Facundo Torres to Orlando City from Peñarol. $10 million until 2025. Which is massive to replace Chris Mueller. Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, potentially that money could be coming from DK too, if they're planning on selling him.
Could be. I wonder what happens though, because you lose Nani, you lose DK. You lose Mueller.
Oh, true. They lost Nani too. I mean, I would assume their plan is to try and sell DK.
You have to. Yeah, there's no way that guy doesn't get sold for mucho bucks.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting. They still have a very nice core team there. They're just they're losing some of their key playmakers.
It's going to be a true challenge, right? It'll be a true challenge to see how they can develop that team back from losing. Again, it's very much like Philly this year, right? With after they lost Aronson and McKenzie, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. U.S. men's soccer.
Stop. Oh, my God. One of these is insane. You got to read it. It has to just be a joke. It has to be a joke.
Where is it?
MLS transfers. I'm going to read it to you. You
Okay.
ready for this?
I'll wait for it to come up too.
In England, Taylor Twellman alluded to it, but I've been hearing groundswell that Manchester United is interested in bringing in Chris Armas as an assistant. Oh my! Could you imagine going from taking Toronto to rock bottom in MLS, only to get an assistant job with Manchester United?
Bro, Man United have looked at every one of Red Bull managers from like the last 3 years. They looked at Carnell, they looked at Armas, and now they're also talking about paying to get Struber out. Oh my God,
dude! Jesse Marsh is freshly available right now. Go get him.
Oh, you know he's linked there. It was really funny. Somebody tweeted like, "Oh man, yeah, it's crazy because everybody's like, oh, it's been a failure for Jesse Marsh, as if he's not going to be linked to every bottom half Premier League job for the next decade." So yeah, All right. Patrick Leal has joined the Venezia U19 team on loan from Philly. One of LA teams are interested in Tyler Boyd.
Yeah. I feel the same way.
There's no there's just no way.
It's going to be an exciting offseason. Lots to look forward to.
So what I'm tweeting here is exactly what we just said. There's no way you get to lead Toronto FC to the bottom of the bottom just to get rewarded with a job at Manchester United. Now, granted, Manchester United are also not good, so it's okay.
Yeah, but he's going to go from coaching Josie out the door, Michael Bradley, to Cristiano Ronaldo.
Bro, that's criminal.
I mean, let's be honest. It's probably not going to happen, and I think it's definitely all memes. But that would just be insane.
That account doesn't tweet memes though. Like that's a dead ass.
I know. I'm saying memes as in like I don't think it's gonna happen, but
it can't.
No, that would be criminal.
Nominees for Young Player of the Year for men's soccer: George Bello, Gianluca Busio, Jesus Ferreira, Yunus Musa, Ricardo Pepi. What say you?
Can you say the list again?
Bello, Busio, Ferreira, Musa, Pepi.
Is this just with the national team or just overall?
I think it's overall, but just the national team.
Probably.
It's got to be Musa, right?
What?
It's got to be Musa, right?
I could see the argument for Pepi.
I can, but I mean, listen, if you're not even going to put him at number one U22 player, how are you going to go and say he's the best young player in the national team picture?
That's because DK played one tournament in the national team, and he was not good.
Male Player of the Year nominees: Brendan Aronson, Weston McKennie, Christian Pulisic, Miles Robinson, Matt Turner, and Kellen Acosta. That's give me right back Kellen Acosta for days.
Was Pooley on that list?
Yes.
He's probably going to win it.
No, he definitely will, but I
think Weston should win it.
No, I want Kellen Acosta. I think what's criminal is that
you're not getting Kellen Acosta.
Well, yeah, but like, how is Sebastian Lletget not on there? Well, yeah, he's played every game.
That's true. I mean, name someone that's been in more camps than Sebastian Lletget.
The Lions have won a game.
Wow. Minnesota needs to liquidate. You know what else? I don't know how much longer we have halftime, but they just put out that roster for, I think, that friendly against Bosnia.
Oh, we can talk about that. That's right.
Your thoughts on who's on that list? I'm going to see if I can pull up what the actual list was. I don't know if we ever posted it somewhere.
I am super happy with the fact that we are at a point in our national team pool where we've seen so many players that we can go into the USL and pull players from there. Jonathan Gomez and Kobe Henry of Louisville City and Orange County SC, respectively, have both made the team. Mm-hmm. Matt Turner, obviously, Gabby Solina, and SKC legend John Pulskamp.
I don't know how John Pulskamp made it into this team.
There are like 9 other people who have not made a cap for the men's national team I would put in there before John Pulskamp, but that's okay.
Oh, wholly agree with you. Yeah.
Bello, Justin Shea, Jonathan Gomez, who, while he plays in USL, also just earned himself a transfer to La Liga. I believe Villarreal.
Yeah, he's a good player. I'm glad he's in the mix.
Yeah. Kobe Henry, who I watched the Orange County SC game. I didn't know enough about them. But Henry Kessler's also in there, which is good. He's going to get a chance to actually play.
Oh, I can't wait to see him CONCACAF.
Brooks Lennon is, I don't know.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah,
I think he's brought in just because he had a good season this year, but that's
did he even have that great of a season this year?
I thought he had a pretty good year this year.
So he was good, but was he national team good?
Yeah, I don't know. I might have brought in
Kyle Duncan. Kyle Duncan,
I was going to say Kyle Duncan.
I think it is absolutely criminal that he hasn't been there yet. Aaron Long, which is okay. I doubt he plays coming off of that injury, but at least keep him in the team. That's cool. Kevin Paredes, awesome. Love that.
That's great. That's an awesome one.
Brian Reynolds, he needs to move away from Roma, I think.
Oh, for sure. He needs to get – you cannot be a youngster on Jose Mourinho's team.
Nope.
Get out of there as soon as
possible. Out, go on loan, do whatever you got to do, but do not play for
No, he needs to permanently move away from there.
Yeah. Some dude, Austin Trusty. I'm assuming that has some sort of relation to Aaron Trusty.
Yeah, I think that's what they meant to put.
They had to have.
I think it was a typo.
When you play for the team that somehow wins in the West, give yourself a shout. Good for you. And Walker Zimmerman. Of course, in a team that is supposed to be for trialing new players and getting new people in the mix, Kellen Acosta still wormed his way in. We love that.
They got to have some consistency on there.
Yeah.
That's why you got Turner, Walker Zimmerman.
Sure.
And why not Kellen Acosta can play anywhere. You might as well bring him.
That is true. Cole Bassett, cool. I'll take it. Johnny Cardoso.
Yeah, I'm here for it. It's a new name. Okay. Why not?
Yeah. Christian Roldan, because you need a super sub in a friendly, I guess.
I want to see him finally get game time. I feel like he deserves it. And he never.
How's he going to get game time when Jackson Ewell is back?
Oh my God!
How is he going to get game time when Jackson Ewell is back, baby?
You can't get rid of Jackson Ewell. He is inevitable.
24-year-old, full head of hair, Michael Bradley reincarnate.
He's going to play the entire game. You know that. He's going to play the entire game.
Dude, full 90 minutes. Doesn't matter the score. This dude is going to be running that number 6 spot.
Oh, yeah. 80 back passes at least. Matt Turner his leg is going to be sore with how many times he has to pass the ball in that game.
Do you start Matt Turner in this game?
I wouldn't. I would love to start Slanina.
Yep. Cap tie his ass. Absolutely.
Well, it's a friendly. I don't know if it would cap tie.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I would like to see him play, though. What more do we need to see from Turner? Turner's in the mix. We get it.
Moving up to the forwards, Taylor Booth from Munich 2.
Why not?
Okay, sure. Caden Clark. Okay. Kate Cowell, rock on. Jesus Ferreira, awesome. Jordan Morris after injury, great. Ricardo Pepe, awesome.
Zardes.
How? Again, so I get it. You want some sort of consistency, but why? What happens if you lose this game? Nothing.
Yeah, why do you not bring DK here?
Well, that's what I mean, right? Now, the only thing that I can think of is that there's somebody here who is maybe he was getting ready to make a move. Same thing why Chris Mueller wasn't called in and a bunch of other people weren't called in, right? Where's Chris Mueller?
Still moving, I guess. Now he can officially move, so that's my guess as to why he's not there.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I think that makes sense. I bet DK's not there probably because a move is in the works.
You have to assume so, right? Otherwise, he has to be in there.
Yeah, but I would say 90% of this roster I like. There's just a couple names that I'm like, why are we keep bringing these guys back? AKA Jackson Ewell.
Jackson Ewell directly into my veins.
No.
And the second half is underway, and it's already been turned over. Philly on the break. Gazdag cutting. Ball's in. Oh, it's a great save. Sean Johnson rebounds out. What an absolutely massive left hand 18 seconds into the second half. It was Jack McGlynn with his left foot outside of the boot after it being laid off to the Johnson's right. He hits it with the outside of his left boot towards the bottom corner, and Sean Johnson gets his hand down to keep it out. Really, really nicely done. Philly came out ready to ball. And it was funny because they were interviewing Ronnie Dyla as it was happening, and you see him just turn his head, and I just started yelling. It was
He's
really
like, wait, what happened? That's because NYC are asleep at the wheel right now.
dangerous. Very dangerous to sleep and drive.
Oh my goodness, my picture couldn't be more pixelated right now.
Oh, they are pressing high.
Yeah, maybe that's the tactic for Philly now, is just to press the hell out of them, right?
These guys don't want to be here. Go knock them out.
Yeah. Send them home. Give them what they want.
Grace, you got to move your head, baby.
I can't see the TV.
Oh my God, my stream is awful.
Well, I got to get a TV.
I have a TV. I don't have cable.
Why? What do you put on your TV if you don't have cable?
Netflix, Hulu.
What are you watching on Hulu right now?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Nice. You watching the new season?
I'm still catching up, so I haven't gotten there yet.
Gotcha. I binge watched it, and then it took so long for the next season to come out. I watched like 2 episodes, and I was like, I can't be bothered. I'm watching 911 right now.
I'm watching Modern Family too. Not to get too off.
Oh, is Modern Family on Hulu?
Yeah.
I might have to watch that. I like Modern Family. Anyways, Philly almost turned the ball over in the NYC, or got a turnover in the NYC box. So that would have been really cool if we were talking about Modern Family and they came and scored. I got the good luck pup. Good luck pup.
I'm trying to get my stream to not be 8 million pixels right now.
Wouldn't it be like less than that? Isn't more pixels good?
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm like, the entire thing looks like a 1980s Mario game.
Mario?
It's awful. I don't know if it's me. I don't think it's me. It just feels like the stream quality is just that bad right now. Let's check on my phone.
NYC, their tempo is so bad.
Yeah, they don't care to be there.
Hey, look, it's a puppy.
Oh no, the quality's just that bad right now.
Not for me. Mine's pretty
Look
good.
at it. I don't know if you could see it, but
That is really bad.
that's
It
on
might
both.
be. It might be your Wi-Fi of all things.
That is a decent point. Let's see what Wi-Fi I'm on right now. It's supposed to be good Wi-Fi, but let's try switching it. Well, if I switch it, I might disconnect. So we'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, as we go forward, Jose Martinez goes forward. Squares him up. Can we serve it? He does. Oh, it's tipped over the line for a corner. Billy running that counter attack like a boss. That's a really good run from Jose Martinez. But again, Alfredo Morales looks just slow. Like he just looked like he wasn't trying to run.
All right, the quality got better now.
Huzzah.
What time are you at in the game?
54, 55, 56, 57,
Okay.
58, 59, and now 50 minutes.
All right, so I'm still like a whole minute behind, but
That's okay.
at least I can see.
Numbers up. They turn the ball over again. It's absolutely brilliant work. Leon Flock drives. Cuts it back for Jose Martinez. Jose Martinez versus Heber. Interesting.
Oh, that was great defensive work by Cayens.
Yep. So here's the thing, right? We talk about that center back pairing being Finley and Colin.
Mm-hmm.
What has NYC done to abuse them at all? They
Nothing.
haven't even played a long ball to try and like get them in behind and running towards their own goal. They are just like hoping.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, Jabilko.
it's definitely tough because of how like centered Philly's Christmas tree is. So it's tough to really like get to the center backs. They kind of have to go through the fullbacks.
Sure, but that's the thing, right? Why not play a long ball, get a bear running behind them, right? Because if you play enough of them, every time a certain player will pick up a ball, the back line will just instinctually start dropping. That'll give you that space between the 3 and the 4 to play in between those lines. But if they know that they're never at a threat for playing that ball getting played over the top, why worry, right?
Yeah.
And this is the stuff that you can think about when you like are a coach, that if you can't see it on the field as a player, you can't just yell it out, be like, oh, try this now, try that now, try this now, try that now. Gazdak's in. Oh, Sean Johnson punches away, but he was offside. I don't get, see, that's the type of stuff I don't get why they were offside. Or why they don't call the offside earlier, you know? Like, that could have been a really dangerous 1v1 against the goalkeeper where somebody could have gotten kicked, punched, whatever. And it's clear he was offside. I mean, he was offside 5-6 steps. Put the flag up. There's no need for that 1v1 that could have gone really poorly. Right, Grace? That's right. That's right, puppy pup.
Philly have been easily the better team so far in the second half. And it doesn't surprise me because Philly
No, not at all.
was the better team in the first half too.
So what you're asking them to do is, again, play the ball down the line, turn it over in the dangerous area. It's been brilliantly executed, absolutely. But NYC haven't figured it out. They just haven't. What? Oh, you're gonna jump up? Okay. You stink. You need a bath. NYC attacks down the line, cuts it back. Need to change your angle. Goes into Morales, who goes into the back and changes their shape again. Maxey is in the right spot. They're just not getting him the ball. They're finally getting the ball into a Bear's feet. Sounds like New York City are looking to make a sub. Max Morales picks up the ball, gives it to Santi Rodriguez, who plays into Amundsen, who loses the ball to Mbaizo. The other thing that really helps in this shape that Philly are in are really good 1v1 defenders. If you can defend 1v1 and contain them enough where your help can come in and steal the ball, you're in good shape. Right.
Yeah, it seems to be Philly's system. When was the last time Philly really had a great winger come through?
2018 first round playoffs against Red Bull.
Ilsinho?
Yeah. Service into Hebert. Hebert drops it for Rodriguez, who plays it to Medina. Right into Freeze's arms. Best shot there for New York City. Service comes out the wing from Amundsen right into Hebert, who cushions it down very nicely for Rodriguez. Good early ball. That's the exact ball that this system is set up to design to stop. He settles it for Rodriguez, who's running in underneath. Squares it up to Medina, who puts it directly down the middle of the goal for Freeze to stay on top of. That's the first time they ever put the ball into a dangerous area all game.
Yeah.
I wonder if that gives them a little bit of life to go forward now.
I don't see why not. Maybe that's what they needed. Just one opportunity to kind of spark things.
Yep. Tired?
Oh. Yeah, I'll say it. That's got to be a better shot.
Oh, yeah.
You're wide open at the top of the box. That is not the Jesus Medina we've seen all season.
That's Jesus Medina we've come to expect.
Yeah, exactly. That's Jesus Medina of old.
Yes. Medina plays out to Morales. Oh, it's over the bar. Medina to Morales, back out to Amundsen, who takes a shot from the top of the box, puts it just over the bar. New York City are starting to press a little bit because Medina's finding space. They're not keeping Medina off of the ball, and he's able to start pulling the strings. Amundsen's coming out for Thorarensen to try and get some more attacking help. Interesting. Likewise, Tajuri Shroudy is coming on for Medina. This is the 60th minute. They're making these changes very, very quickly. Likewise, Hebert is coming out for Tyus Magnos. So a triple substitution on 58 minutes.
Honestly, NYC need it. I mean, they're starting to look like they're getting a little bit of momentum. Why not capitalize on it now?
Yeah. Hebert getting 60 minutes is just about what you expected. But now who is going to fill that striker role? That is going to be the interesting question. Tyus Magno is more of a winger.
Yeah.
You can
have
have
to be ITS, I think, right?
Yeah, you can have ITS play as a false 9, but he's not really a striker either.
That's your best bet. It's him or Maxi as a false 9.
It looks like Tyus is playing as a straight striker. Nope, he's drifted out wide.
And maybe it's the right way to go. Maybe just go quick. Try to, like you said, run in behind these two.
Just consistent interchanging, right? Oh, I want to play out wide. I want to play out wide. I want to play out wide. Okay, I'll jump in the middle for a little bit.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, too, with this back line that probably has zero chemistry. If you just keep moving these guys around, eventually you're going to get Philly to kind of collapse defensively. There will be a mistake. They don't have the normal Philly back line. I think it's almost impossible to do that to them because they probably have so much chemistry and are so used to playing with each other. But with these guys, I bet you could definitely get them into a mistake with that.
Yeah, it looks like Tyus Magno's straight up in the middle right now, but you've got Maxi who's dropping in between the lines, trying to figure out where he can pick up the ball. Kasper Shabilko putting on heavy pressure. Yeah, it looks like Tyus Magno's pulled up at the striker spot.
Why not? Give it a shot.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of rotation there. Philly are getting just a little bit stretched now. You can see that line of 3 is getting a little bit less compact like it was in the first half, and now they're able to find these little pockets of space. Tajuri Shroudy up on the ball, plays it all the way out to Thorarensen, who's going to serve it in. Tyus Magno up for it. It's away by Finley. Montero lays it off for Martinez, who is not going to give up the ball. Very nicely done. And they go along with it.
Yeah, Philly's going to face the pressure now. The momentum is absolutely swung right into NYC's favor.
Yep. That one shot, that little play they had from Medina was like, oh, nice. We can actually go forward and attack here. Let's do it.
Yeah, I think Jim Curtin's got to make a sub here. Just bring on somebody to spark some life back into this team, swing things back their way.
What sub do you make?
Gazdag for Fontana.
Paxton ready yet?
No. I'm a little concerned that Paxton would make a mistake, and because NYC can counter quick. So
Hello, Graceman.
I'm assuming teams obviously still get 5 subs, right? Like 3 sub
Yes.
opportunities with 5 subs.
Yep.
Okay. So I was going to say, it'd be kind of bold of NYC to use all their subs in the 60th minute.
Yeah. So what I'm noticing now, and this is probably a shape change on New York City's part, and not even a shape change, but a tactic change, is that numbers advantage that we were having on the sidelines. You know, where I was talking about how you always had somebody helping out to make a second challenge has gone away. The numbers advantage is now actually in New York City's favor. The way that they're shifting the ball, or shifting towards the ball, I should say. Very, very interesting there to see that, because what that's doing is now opening up the switch to the other side of the field. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Gazdag in for Shabilko. He gets off the corner of him. It's in the goal. Kasper Shabilko with the game leading goal for Philadelphia Union in the 63rd minute. Gazdag. Can't wait to see that in 25 seconds.
No, that's too early. Probably 25 minutes.
Gazdag peels off in between the lines, opens it up, and plays a ball into the box where Jabilko peels off of the backside of Cayennes. I believe that was Cayennes in there, and just gets a touch to go and trickle it into the net. Yep, in between the lines. Nobody closes him down. Early service. Oh, he was offside. This is coming back.
All this talk for offsides.
Oh, you know, it's actually close. It's pretty close. And it was an own goal from Cayennes.
Well, if he doesn't touch it.
No, he affected the play.
Well, let's see.
Oh, unlucky Sean Johnson. Nope, they're playing on. They're playing on. So Philadelphia has taken the lead, and now it is park and pray, baby.
Oh, yeah. Oh, park the bus big time here. Kasper Shabilko is the 5th center back right now.
Now you don't need Paxton or Fontana. Go get your 18-year-old. Go lock out a game, baby.
Yeah, literally. Just take off Shabilko and go send every defender that you have.
All right. Chanot is already playing as like a center midfielder at this point. Has a rip. It's a big save by Freeze. He gives a huge rebound out. It falls to ITS, it's Max Morales who scores. 90 seconds. They've gone and leveled it. Unbelievable.
I told you Matt Freeze wasn't good.
Bro, Chanot stepped up and rips this rocket. It knuckles to his left. He gives up a rebound right to the middle of the goal that is misstruck on by, I want to say it was Tyus Magno trying to volley it home. Falls directly to, the assistant referee is in shot here. Let's take a look here. So Chanot steps up. He's literally 20 yards from the box. Oh, no, he's onside by a mile. That's not great by Freeze. That's really not. But it was ITS who tries to volley it home. It falls directly to Maxi Morales, who tucks it on in. But that rebound has to go wide.
Oh, no, he palmed it right to the middle of the field.
Yeah, that's really not great by Freeze there. He's got to put that thing wide. Yeah, the AR isn't going to
That's where you miss Andre Blake big time.
Yep. Like I said, honestly, that didn't have as much movement as I thought it would.
I mean, he was there. It wasn't like it moved and he like fingertipped it. Like he could have
Right.
palmed it to the side and
He put it right
smacked
back
it
where
right in the middle.
and he'll know that he should have done better with it too. So we're right back where we were, just a little bit more exciting.
Yeah, I'll take it. I like more exciting.
Yeah, see the numbers advantage has gone away. You're now looking at 3v2s for New York City because Maxi Morales has dropped in and created some of that mismatch, which is what they were missing in the first half, right? That's a foul.
Good thing you didn't bring out all the young defenders.
Well, now you can't park the bus, right? So now what are we going to do?
They're right back to square one. We're right back to where we were before.
Philly just dumping the ball into Jabilko and hoping he can do something with it. And he turns the corner on Chanot, but there's nobody in the box, so he's stuck alone. Flock gives it back to Jabilko, who goes all the way into Mbaizo. Mbaizo going to play an early ball in right to Sean Johnson's hands. Nice.
There's nobody to help Shabilko.
Yeah, no, like I said, that's the negative of the Christmas tree is you're hoping that you've got one person who can run.
It's frustrating because Philly got the goal that they needed to see this game out 1-0, and then they just made an error, and now the system was broken because of it.
The system
And now NYC with that goal is now like a shark in the water. Like, oh, we got a chance now. Like we scored once, we could absolutely do it again. I really like what Shapilko's done this game. I just think the people around him have not helped him in the slightest.
Yeah, and yeah, that's on the shape and that's on the personnel, right?
Yeah.
Philly have earned a corner here.
I'll say it. Jameer Montero has had easily the most disappointing game for me.
He's done a lot of work defensively, but it hasn't translated into transition.
Like he needed to do stuff offensively. Like he's their only creative guy, and he has done nothing going forward. I'm right back on board with Philly making a change here, bringing on, I don't care, Aronson or Fontana. Bring on someone attacking. Get a spark back into the team.
20 minutes left before you get more free football. There's a challenge in the box here that left Gazdag on the ground. Ref's not having a look at it, but it looked kind of fishy. Montero fouls Sands when they go forward. Tavon Gray at the edge of the box drops it back for ITS, who serves it. It's deflected and put away. Leon Flack to Montero, who goes the wrong way. And it's been turned over. NYC pushing numbers.
You got to love Santi Rodriguez just barreling over Gazdag. And then after the
Tavon
whistle
Gray,
blown,
you absolute muppet.
oh boy, what did he do?
He had a ball on a platter on the back end and just absolutely whiffed. Refs come back and giving him yellow card to Montero for the challenge in the build-up to the last play. Jose Martinez is chirping at Santi Rodriguez for being not Venezuelan, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he's the one that took out Gazdag in the box.
Yeah.
I want to see a fight. I'll consider it a good stream if there's a fight.
I'm sure you'll see something.
I don't know. It's all going through Jose Martinez. If he's not fighting somebody, nobody's fighting.
Exactly. That's fair. Flicked on by Mbaizo.
Oh, yeah. That's he fluffed Tavon Gray fluffed that one pretty bad.
Yep. Montero just burned 3 players, draws a foul.
Yeah, Jim's waiting late to make any subs. I imagine he's not going to make many subs. He's certainly probably not going to use all 5, but I figured you got to do something here. I mean, momentum's with NYC. Do something.
So Twellman made a point about you don't want to bring in somebody like a Craig or a Sorensen, where if they make a mistake and cost their team a chance at MLS Cup, their whole career is going to be ruined, right? Which might be an overstretch, but
yeah,
you've got Fontana and Aronson who have been in your team for a little bit now. So
that's what I'm talking about. Like you can bring on an attacker, and
no, but
if they make a mistake, you're not losing.
Is a fresh Aronson or Fontana better than a 50% Gazdag right now? I don't think so.
Yes. I think so. Even if it's just to have fresher legs running at the back line. Because you think Chanel is going to hold up 120 minutes again?
How many? But you're not running at the back line. You're running at your defense. You're doing defensive running. Is Fontana and Aronson, are they built to do that sort of running that Montero and Gazdag are doing right now? I don't know.
Play Fontana as another striker, and then just have his sole job be to sit, wait. When your team wins the ball back, now you're running behind.
Montero plays Gazdag. You got Flock running through the middle. Oh, it's an awful pass. Gazdag, not good.
Yeah.
Not good, Gazdag.
Like I said, give me Fontana over 50% Gazdag.
Boo.
Don't you boo.
3 Eastern next Saturday, MLS Cup. Should the Red Bulls be there? Probably.
No.
Probably.
Not.
Here's the thing, right? Like we lost to Philly on a screamer. We would have won in penalties, gone and played
New England,
right? No, we wouldn't have. We would have played oh no, we would have.
no.
Yeah, we would have gone. We would have.
No, you would have played Nashville.
Oh, and we would have easily beat Nashville.
No, you wouldn't.
Because Nashville's not good.
That's not true. They just suck in penalties, but they're good.
That's a foul. Mbaizo with a bad foul there. He's going to get a yellow for that. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, Mbaizo and Morales going face-to-face. Here we go.
Maxi or Alfredo?
Alfredo. Sorry. And then we would have been to this game, which would have been a derby versus a derby versus. And you know that we would have lost that game.
No, you guys own NYC. You'd beat them.
Yeah, but that's the same thing about Atlanta. All right. Bueno is coming in for Jack McGlynn.
All right.
Jesus Bueno.
That's probably fair. I don't think Jack McGlynn's done a ton in the second half.
Probably. I mean, he had the opening shot, but outside of that, he didn't have much.
Yeah.
So Jack McGlynn, 18 years old, 75 minutes against NYC, leaves the field for Jesus Bueno to play. Does that give you a shape change? I doubt it. I think Bueno is just going to slide right into that right side of midfield role, see what he can do.
I don't think they have the personnel at all to really shape change this. Unless you went with 2 strikers and went for a diamond in the middle.
Right, a 4-3-1-2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ball gets played out. Service in. It's an open header. It's a big save, Matt Freeze.
And Bueno palm it right into the middle of the field.
Alfredo Morales on the ball, serves it again. It falls to Tyus Magno, who puts it over the bar. Absolutely massive from Matt Freeze to keep that ball out and keep this game level. It was an open header off of a broken free kick play for Alexander Cayens. And he just keeps it out of the net. Really nicely done. Oh, it came off of Aurelian Collins' head. If that went in, it was an Aurelian Collins own goal. Gazdag with another turnover. I think you're right. I think it's time for Gazdag to get the hook.
Yeah. Oh, man. That was just, I mean, there were multiple NYC guys wide open there in the middle.
Yep, the marquee was
What happened? Where's Colin Finley?
Shift.
I'm glad this game got a lot better because it was really boring in the first half.
We just got to yell at it enough, right?
That's a good save. I agree.
Yeah, he's done well there.
So we'll still a save he has to make, but a good save nonetheless.
Tyus Magna receives the ball. ITS picks it up 30 yards from goal, loses it. And it's away by Finley, and we step. And Bizo's got to be careful. He's on a yellow, and they keep going down his side. I wonder if they're trying to get him yeeted, as the kids say.
Yeah, well, if that happens, Philly are in serious trouble.
Oh, Harriel. Oh, Kasper Jabilko picks up the ball at half and is stopped by 4 players. And he stays down, asking for NYC to put the ball out. Looks like Maxi Morales is saying, don't put it out. Referee has stopped the game. We're going to take a look at him. Yeah, much better this one. This 45 has been...
Yeah, it's been good. Glad to see it. It's about time.
Oh, he did. He got stomped pretty good.
Intentional?
No. It was a challenge, and he kicks the ball away from Cayens, and Cayens lands right on top of his foot. He's limping off now, but he'll be okay. Man, you're really going to ask Aurelian Collin to go 120 minutes.
Yeah, you have to. You don't have a choice.
Mega yikes. Oh, that's a really nice shot. You're going to see a shot of the sunset right above the supporter section. It looks really neat.
Oh, Shabilko's down.
Yeah, he'll be okay. He got up.
Okay.
What was I going to say? So I guess by rule of sport, if Philly pull this off and win, they're not allowed to change their starting 11 when they go to MLS Cup, right? You got it. You got to play Aurelian Collin.
If Philly played this team against Portland right now, Portland would rout them. I'll be honest. I think Portland beats either one of these teams. Portland
If this NYC team shows up, yes, I agree. You got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. We're going to get a winner. We're going to get a bunch of free football.
Extra time.
An amazing challenge by Aurelian Collin to pick off Tajuri Shroudy there.
That's why he goes 120 minutes.
Let's go. And he gives it away.
He giveth and he taketh.
I don't know. I have this weird feeling. And it's a turnover. No, he's won that ball. Ted, that's not good, Ted. Be better, Ted. And Jabilko went back down. If I'm in my dad, I don't play this ball out.
Fontana for Shabilko?
No, you can't. There's no striker replacement. You can't replace Jabilko.
If he can't play, what are you going to do? You're going to keep him injured on the field?
Gazdag is down 2 now.
Oh, boy. They're killing time. They're playing for penalties at this point.
Jabilko's limping. Gazdag's limping. They're doing all this. It screams like a Tyus Magno goal in the 90th. It would only make sense, right? Because of the way that they beat Red Bull, that they get beat in a similar fashion. That's how the world works, right?
No, let's hope that's not how the world works.
Oh, I don't want it to happen, but I feel like it probably will. There it is. That's the ball. To Juri Shroudy. Big switch into Rodriguez, who plays Thorarensen down the wing. It's 1v1 with Mbaizo. Plays into Morales. Morales back to Thorarensen. Mbaizo goes in strong. Ref lets him play on. Thorarensen is offside by about 9 years.
So what you're saying is he was close.
The man was down on the ground. The whole line stepped up. The ball got played into him. He stood up, touched the ball. Everybody stopped playing because they knew it was offside for about 7 or 8 seconds. And then the ref put his flag up. He's off. Put it up. Nobody's playing. Stop.
It's like, I got to be sure. Let me think about it.
Everybody else is pretty sure. Are we sure? Jabilko's going to get himself carded. Every time there's a call against him, he's just remonstrating. He is #heated.
Yeah, I think he's pretty upset ever since Kyan stamped on his foot.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Hello, puppy. Yes, can I help you? Grace, I'm trying to give high-level commentary about a soccer game. Stop bothering me. Oh, ball gets played in. Tavon Gray puts it up there for Santi Rodriguez. All 5'5" of him was not jumping for that ball. Maxi Morales dinks in for Santi Rodriguez, who is not challenging for that ball. Ball is cleared into the feet of Montero. Montero plays out for Jabilko, who plays into Montero again. Philly driving up the field. And it's out for a throw. Chanot does a really good job to come across and shield that ball out of play. Do you think Montero has much more left in his legs? He has been all over the place today.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm thinking, and Montero's on a yellow too. I'm thinking you got to get both of them out for your young guys.
Fontana and Aronson.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we'll see if he makes a change.
I mean, listen, you don't want to go against the team that you've got that are performing well, but you've got to.
No, he needs a change.
You need legs. Gazdag plays into Flock, who relaxes on the ball. Gives it into Montero. Montero drops it for Mbaizo. Picks it back up. Little give and go. Oh, yes. Leon Flock wins the ball back at edge of the 18. Back into Montero. Montero into Flock. Flock over the top for Montero to run in on. And it's out for a throw in. This is where you need to channel your inner Stoke. Go for a nice long throw and see if you can get something on it. Instead, they go short. Oh, ball's out for Mbaizo. Mbaizo's got to pick the right ball, and he doesn't. Colin out to Martinez. Martinez dinks over the top. It's a big one. It's just over the bar. Cariel, the replacement for Kai Wagner, gets on the end of a service from Jose Martinez. Might have been offside there, but he nods it just over the bar. You would have made VAR think, that's for sure. Oh, and they're on the counter. Here comes Tajuri Shroudy. 1v1 with Finley. Plays out for Thorarnson, but it's not enough on the pass, and Finley wins the tackle out for a throw. Ay. Heart and mouth time for Philadelphia fans. Can they hold on? Morales on the ball into Rodriguez. Plays it back out for Tajuri Shroudy. NYC have the numbers advantage again. Offside has to be. They're going to let it play on. Santi Rodriguez plays it into space for Chanot, who's playing 35 yards from the Philadelphia goal. Colin clears away.
Ooh, I think Harriel was off, by the way.
Yeah, I do too. But it would have been a thought provoker, that's for sure.
Man, it was close with that header.
Yeah. The Philly lines have been stretched and they're out of shape. And NYC are about to pick them apart. Mbaizo, what are you doing? Mbaizo, what are you doing? Caius Magno in the 88th minute. I'm sorry.
You said it. I mean, you called it.
Mbaizo is watching that ball, a diagonal ball that all he has to do is put his head on it, his foot on it, anything to tip it away from Thorarnson. Instead, he lets it bounce. Thorarnson steps in front of him, picks the ball off, squares it in. Tyus Magno tips it for the goal. Look at this. Mbaizo, 1. Just watching the ball bounce in your own box. That's defensive error. You never do that. That's the first thing you're taught as a defender. Never let the ball bounce in your box. What do? You're going to wait and assume that nobody's behind you. Awful. Just so bad.
Oh, that is really bad.
Oh, my goodness. So now you're Jim Curtin. What do you do now?
You have to sub now, but you waited all game. Like, I don't understand. Why did you do nothing the entire game?
Mbaizo, man, what are you doing? You got Fontana coming in for Harriel.
Yeah, it's only 20 minutes too late.
And Paxton Aronson on for Flock. Leon Flock has been taken out of the game.
Why would you take out Flock? You're gonna. I guess you got to go attacking. You got to keep Gazdag on.
Yeah. Oh, what an awful challenge. Paxton.
Yeah, I can't keep watching that play. And Bizo, that's terrible. It's so bad. This momentum, almost the entire second half, has been in NYC's favor.
They got 4 minutes.
But they got nothing. They can't go forward at all.
What's their shape look like now? That's a real question.
Isn't Bizo their normal right back?
Yes.
Okay.
It's usually him and
Wagner. I know that.
Oh man. And he's failed to switch over. Aurelian Collin nearly gets beat. It's out for a goal kick. They got 3.5 minutes.
They're not going to do it.
Never say never, my friend.
I'll say this. Fully healthy Philly beats this team 100%.
100%. Ryan Collin heads it down. Jose Martinez plays a long ball in. Kasper Shabilko flicks on to a Sean Johnson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Just double the amount of time you're supposed to have, but that's okay. Jose Martinez with one of the most acrobatic passes I've ever seen.
He wants this.
The ball just came off of a straight punt, and he does a ninja scissor kick and plays it directly onto Jabilko's foot. Got to win the second ball there. Go through. No. Oh, that's poor. Ted. Oh, man. I'm really going to have to watch NYC in an MLS Cup final. Actually, I won't have to watch it, but.
Portland's your last line of defense.
Let's go, Portland. I know, Grace. I don't like it either. I just want to put it out there. I did call this. I said it was going to happen. So.
Yeah. I mean, I called 2-1, so we both called it.
To the goal scorer. I called it. NYC going to hoof it long into the corner. And Bizo wins the ball back, decides not to let it bounce. Good for him. Learning from his mistakes. And a giveaway from Jose Martinez. Lovely. Jose Martinez driving up the field. Go, he says. Long ball. Up for Finley. Finley misses the ball. It falls for Montero. Montero dinks it. That's a foul, ref. He's in his back. You got to give it. Come on. For the sanity of every MLS fan. They give it out. Ted Uncle has called the game. New York City are going to the MLS Cup final. My entire life means nothing. Ay. Full healthy Philly probably beats this team. I'm not saying they definitely beat this team, actually.
No, I'll say it. They definitely beat this team.
That's awful. That fan base doesn't deserve this. Don Garber is licking his lips right now.
That oil is tasting real good right now.
And Bizo is in tears. Which he probably should be after something like that.
Listen, you can't fully blame him. Matt Freese was absolutely at fault for that first goal.
Sure. I don't disagree.
There's more to blame than just in Bizo.
So it's really it's frustrating, right? These guys, they don't. I'm not going to speak. If I speak, I get in trouble.
Philly got the rough, got dealt a rough hand here. Because
would it shock anybody if in 10 years somebody came out and said there were never any real bad COVID tests? This was just Don Garber trying to make NYC look good.
Yes, that would be very surprising. That would be a whole lot of conspiracy theory, a whole lot of fraud.
So here's what I know. At 3 p.m. on December 11th, the MLS Cup final will be being played. I will be in a car driving back to New York to spend the holidays at home. During that entire ride, my Portland Timber Scars will be sitting in my front seat because that's all I've got.
Listen, Portland is the hottest team in the league. They've got a very good shot at winning this.
It's the only thing we can hope for, right?
I don't think NYC has been like anything spectacular in the last couple of games. I think they got a couple of not to say the team has been bad. This team is definitely a good team still, but I mean,
Aurelian Collin is crying.
They played a team that didn't play for a month. Then they played a team that was missing 11 players.
And they played you.
Yeah. Who has had a head coach for a third of a season?
Like, usually you want to talk like decent about teams like, oh man, they played well, they deserved it. They didn't play well. They were awful.
Well, I can tell you this for a fact. If NYC plays the same way they did for that first 45, Portland are going to punish them way more than Philly did. Okay. They got away with the fact that it was 0-0 at half.
Yeah. But
Portland will not make that mistake. That is a good Portland team. They will punish them big time if they do that.
Blanco, I hope Blanco's healthy and comes back.
Even if he's not, that team is still good. They have Mora, Yimi Chara, Claudio Bravo, Diego Chara. That's a good team. And they know how to win. They've done it before. Let's see what happens, though. They should get Tati back, right? Tati will be back.
Tati will be back, but they won't have they'll be going with Sands and Morales. So
let's see how it goes. Can't say anything until next weekend.
Yep, we will talk about it. We probably won't live stream it unless something crazy happens, but we will talk about it. Thank you for joining us. If you have, if you haven't, why are you a loser? Portland versus NYC in MLS Cup Final 2021. That hurts me. Up the Timbers. We'll see everybody for our next episode next week, or actually this Wednesday. And you guys can laugh at some of our predictions. We've got MLS Best 11 snubs coming up. We've got the big MLS quiz of 2021, and we've got USMNT January camp desires. I'll use that. That's a weird word, but those are our next three. So thanks for everybody for watching, and we will see you on the next live stream or the next episode of the Designated Players Podcast. See you.